Hey guys, my name is Haley and today I'm going to be filming another book haul because I bought too many books at once and there was a library book sale and Thrift Books came up with a bunch of books that I've been waiting for, so yeah. I listened to Uninvited on audiobook and really liked it, so I bought a physical edition of it when it came up for super cheap on Thrift Books. Then I think I had a free book, so I bought Death Note Volume 2 and the black editions because I bought Volume 1 last time I did a haul, and I think I'm just going to slowly be collecting these when they come up for like $4 on Thrift Books. And then I have A Reaper at the Gates, which I also listened to this on audio after rereading the first two books and decided I am going to continue with this series, so I bought myself a physical edition, even though they're all different covers, but it's fine. Next up is a more random one, but this came up for really cheap on Thrift Books, and that is Hear the Wind Sing and Pinball 1973 by Haruki Murakami. This is like a weird, they're both really short, so half of it's on this side and half of it's on this side, and I think it breaks somewhere in the middle. Like the text is upside down for the other book. This is a weird little book. I know this is the start of the Rat series, I want to say it's called, and that's my next Murakami book after Kafka, so I picked this one up while it was cheap. And then I went to Hank Green's book tour and got a signed copy of An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. And I got to meet Hank and everything, and it was honestly a really interesting night. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And then there was a library book sale, so this happened. First being It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. I've always wanted to read this book, and it was at the library book sale for like 50 cents, so I picked up Running with Scissors, which I believe is a memoir, and I assume it's about his life as per memoirs go. But I remember Dana from the Book Quarter talking about this forever ago when she used to post super regularly, and this was like one of her favorite books and one of the books that got her into reading a lot of adult, I think. So when I saw it for like 50 cents, I was like, I'll give that a shot. Next up, I picked up Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen because I've never bought this because I haven't been reading Sarah Dessen the last couple of years, or the ones I have read I haven't really loved. Also, this matches my shirt perfectly. But I know this is like more serious, I think, and not as like lovey-dovey as a lot of her books is what I've heard. I don't really know what the reviews are for this, but I do plan to read all of Sarah Dessen's books since I've read the majority of them at this point in my lifetime, so I picked it up for really cheap. Then I picked up The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson after reading Truly Devious by her a couple months ago and really loving it. And this is her one other series that I've been like mildly interested in, but have never just like actually bought it because I've never seen it for super cheap, and it was 50 cents, so I couldn't pass it up, and I'll give this series a shot. I believe it's going to be a trilogy. I could be wrong. Then I have Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer. The other Jonathan Safran Foer book that I read, I'm pretty sure I didn't like, but I've heard really, really, really good things about this book. I think it has something to do, I want to say, with veganism, or at least talking about the way that the meat trade is handled in the US and really the world and all that. I've heard that this will make you want to become vegan. That's what I remember hearing when this book first came out, I believe. And yeah, I've always wanted to read it, and I couldn't pass it up for that cheap. And then the last book from the library book sale that I got is The Case for the Real Jesus by Lee Strobel. I've been reading his books slowly over the years. I've read The Case for Christ and The Case for Faith, and I really like his like Case for Blank series. So I saw this one and had to pick it up. Hopefully I will get to this one soon. And then some of my pre-orders came in, the first being The Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I've already read this. It's very, very shiny as per the first book. But I love Laini Taylor and have to buy all of her books as they come out. Then I have Be More Chill, which this was not the cover I thought I was going to get from Thrift Books, but I low-key like this one way more than the cover that was on there, so I'm not mad about it. This is also by Ned Vizzini. There's actually a musical based on this, and the musical just got announced that it's going to Broadway. I have listened to the soundtrack, I'm familiar with the cast, and I think they're just a really talented, really sweet cast, so I wanted to read the source material for that musical. And then last of the pre-orders that I have so far is Dear Evan Hansen, the novelization by Val Emick with Stephen Levinson, Ben Pasek, and Justin Paul. Those last three are the creators of the musical, and I'm assuming the first person was the one who helped them turn it into a novel. So I'm very excited to read this. I'm really sad it's been out for like 3 days and I haven't read it yet because I was in the middle of like 50 books, but I'm so excited that this story is being put into a different medium, whatever you want to call it, for more people to experience it, for those that don't really like theater or don't read librettos or that type of thing. So these are all the books I've literally bought in the last month. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.